Good evening, everyone. It's Andy Glenn here from Sharks TV, joined post-match by Solway Sharks head coach Martin Grubb. Martin, a 6-3 victory. Job done.
Yeah, it was a big win. I think, end of the second period, that we managed to nudge ourselves in front. I think before that, 40 minutes, or close to 40 minutes, it's a bit of basketball, and then we managed to get ourselves in front. I think traditionally we're a pretty good third period team, so we just talked about trusting ourselves, making sure that we had a greater desire. Obviously, Romford had played in Leeds the night before, so try to take advantage maybe of potential tiredness there. I thought once we got, go at that second one, we got to the 5-3, we said we needed a two-goal cushion. Once we got there, we've probably seen it out pretty well. Obviously, we get the icing on the cake at the end. It's only half time, I think, in this obviously 2-game series here, so pleased to get the result. Still need to be better on a few things here.
Just speaking to Lewis there before, and he wasn't happy with his team's performance in the third period, and he's expecting a big reaction for tomorrow.
Yeah, I would expect that. I don't think that's anything out of the ordinary. Knowing that team and how Lewis and Leish wants them to play, that they're an offensive team. I don't think they probably wanted to take more of their chances. I don't think they capitalised on some of the chances they had. But we got to be better in certain areas, and they're going to have a reaction. We are ready for that. We also feel that we have to be better. As much as we've won tonight, I think there's some areas that we can tidy up to make us a much better team. So let's see what happens. Ultimately, we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to recover. We're going to come back prepared and ready to go, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
There's a lot of penalties in that game, considering a week before there wasn't that much until the last period, but that probably played into our hands a little bit more, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's frustrating for the players, and I'm certainly by no stretch of imagination having a go at the officials, but I think when 1 week to the next you kind of never know how the game's going to be called, and some of the things that were let go last week were called tonight, and it was a bit stop-start in that certainly the first period, and there's no real chance for either team there, I think, to get a real rhythm. But it is what it is, like some of the penalties were stupid from us, if you want the truth. It's a little bit born out of frustration. A little bit was just the way the game was very open. But it is what it is. The officiating is going to be the officiating. They're going to call what they think's right and what they see. And we've got to adjust to that and try not to play on emotion and just stick to our structure and try and control what we can control. And obviously, thankfully, penalties or no penalties, we come in the right side of the result tonight, and we'll take that, and we'll be happy with that and move on.
I think that was the bit that I was alluding to, the difference in week to week. Short-handed goal near the end goal 5. What was your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, well, we said just before that we had a chance. We knew they were going to come and push. We thought if we could get good control at the back end, we had a chance to push a little bit up the ice. When you put Boyd out there for that reason, the energy and just the endeavour that's in there, he's so tough to play against, and he felt he should have scored just before the goal that happened. And then when we got the second one, I knew you kind of knew he wouldn't have missed. He's kind of psyched the goalie a little bit, made the pass. Torrens joined in the rush, and I think that was the one, thankfully for us, that just gave us that little bit of cushion. We needed it, and nobody had got a 2-goal lead at any point. I think we just needed that one. I think going back a few weeks to, I think it was the Hull game where it was just back and forward. Yep. And if someone had got a 2-goal lead there, that might have changed that game. And tonight, thankfully, we did get that, and it was a short-handed goal. And we'll take it.
It was a massive part of the game because obviously the Raiders were looking to get back on level terms. They had the opportunity, a power play. As you say, Boyd was clean through and didn't score. Did they feel like scoring again, or did they just didn't want to take the shot in case he missed it?
No, I think he said that. He thought that the goalie would try and read his play, so he would try and make him bite a little bit and move the puck. And Torren was the same. He said he lifted his head to see if he could shoot, or he was going to give him it back for again, hopefully a tap in. So it was a big moment. It was a big moment. It changed momentum of the game, allowed us to play behind a 2-goal lead. And short-handed goals, when they come, you'll definitely take them, and when you've got that energy, especially somebody like Boyd, it certainly helps us.
It's not often you play Torren and Boyd on the same PK. The reason behind that, or just the energy the
It was
both
a
have
change
got?
on it. It was actually a line change at the time, and it ended up with 2 guys out there, and clearly that maybe something to think about.
Right. Maybe we're doing that.
It done okay. I thought, I think they got that first or second goal was a PP, but I think after that we managed that pretty well with the PK. So, and then short-handed goal was good for us. So, and then we're happy with that.
I guess the icing on the cake, we're seeing the game out fairly easily, but Mr. Kyle Carruth has other days and wants to grab the limelight, and it wasn't a bad goal, was it?
Hey, listen, the skill in that was unbelievable. He was, he knew a wee bit earlier, maybe 5 minutes before that, he took a penalty on the cross-check, and I kind of let him know that I wasn't really happy with that penalty. So some would say, that maybe his ice time, maybe he was lucky to be on that at that stage of the game. But the kid's got talent, the kid's got skill coming out his ears. We actually had a chat in Zagreb with the GB team about that, where there was a couple of opportunities he had there and he never went for it, and we've had that chat since of at the right time. If you feel you've just got to go how you feel and go with instinct and trust yourself, and it's nasty. Like, the skill was unbelievable. And Ethan James, I thought, had a really good game tonight as well.
He was fabulous.
It's tough for any team and any goalie, especially to be scored on that way. But I think you've got to tip your hat to the skill level. We've recognised that in his dressing room, gave him his moment, got his feet back on the ground, and then we'll play again tomorrow and we'll see what happens again.
Perfect. Well, good luck for tomorrow, and I'm sure we'll be chatting after the game tomorrow, Martin.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate that.